Whew. Okay. I didn't really feel up to coming on this evening because unfortunately I had a reality check about something. Do you mind? I'm recording. As I was sharing with you, I really didn't feel up to coming on this evening because I had a reality check about something, and it's hitting me hard. But anyway, because I said I was going to do multiple recordings, I decided to come on anyway. I'm going to try and make this brief and short. But I just want to talk to you guys because this is healthy for me, and being able to talk about what I'm going through, it helps a lot. So my scripture started out as 1 Peter 5:10. And after you've suffered a little, and after you suffered a little while, the God of all grace will himself restore, confirm, strengthen, and establish you. I want to first say that I'm not perfect, because I know how to look up scriptures and apply them to my life and apply them to everyday situations does not make me perfect. But because I do know how to look up those scriptures, and I do make an effort to try and use those scriptures in my everyday life, they do provide me with a sense of strength. So I say that to say that I don't want anyone to think that, I am perfect. Oh, she's using the Bible in this. I am not perfect. I had someone to say during a conversation today to me, we were holding a conversation, and they mentioned me, they said something about fighting the system. You guys, I'm not fighting the system. The system was actually supposed to be put there to, help and serve the people in the communities. I'm not fighting the system. I am fighting what's wrong within the system, the wrongdoers. And I'm just basically sharing, that it's not right. And I'm making the system, or trying to make the system, aware of these wrongdoers because of my faith in the system and believing that there are people in the system that do right and do care about the community and the people that are living in the community. So I'm not fighting the system. The system was there. It was put in place to serve the people, to serve us. So if that's what, if that's the conversation, is that I'm fighting the system. No, I'm not fighting the system. There are some individuals within the system that are masked to look like they are team players in the system, to look like they are serving the people in the community, and they're not serving the people in the community. They're hurting the people in the community by pushing forth their own agendas. And so that's what I am doing, is making the good people in the system, the good people that are in these positions to that are working alongside of these people, or that are having the authorities to put an end to this corruption and this malicious behavior. I'm making them aware, or trying to make them aware of what's going on in the system for the betterment of everyone in the communities. So I'm not fighting against the system. That's not what I'm doing. My rude awakening that I got, or that surfaced after I did my video earlier, when I shared Ashley Woolsey's vehicle, and knowing that it came from the crime scene, I noticed a couple of things with that new piece of evidence. One, that when they said that no one saw my brother's body, and they wasn't aware that he was hit, that that picture clearly says differently, because they did get out the car. They get out the car long enough to take pictures, and if you got out the car long enough to take pictures, you got out the car long enough to see exactly what you hit, especially knowing that you had to, when you got picked up, you had to loop back around to go the same direction in which you had to pass the body. Additional to that, this piece of evidence also, Sheriff Roberts, as well as the prosecuting attorneys that are involved, when we made mention, especially me, I know I made mention for sure, that one of the residents has said that there was a police officer. They said they seen lights at the scene before daybreak. This picture clearly says that somebody was out there before daybreak. So I'm going to share again that whoever's checking systems, I don't know how long you guys keep in your system GPS, in regards to cars, police cars or whatever. If you would, kindly go to the system and see if you can actually track down which vehicle was over on Smackover Highway before daybreak, before 7 o'clock in the morning, because one of the residents did say that they did witness actually they said a police officer. They said they seen the lights, and that's what they woke their son up to, was to share with him that they seen police lights outside. So if you could check check the vehicles and see, if they're in fact, if you can find that vehicle. To the wonderful assessor that was driving, or vouched for driving her and picking Ashley Woolsey up from the scene, you do know that you're in question now. Because if these guys stood out there and took a picture, or took pictures of the vehicle, then you too are aware of exactly what was hit. And so you should be concerned, and you should have already been praying, but you should definitely be praying as well. With this reality of this picture, and knowing that they stood out there taking pictures, today I was sitting in my car and I was writing up what I was going to share with you this evening, which I'm going to hold off till tomorrow if you don't mind, because I really do feel some kind of way right now. But with the reality of it, I had to come to terms with, if these people were standing out there taking pictures of the vehicle at the crime scene, then you guys were standing over my brother taking pictures while he was dying. You was taking pictures while he was laying on the ground dying. Not calling for help, not trying to aid him, So while he was dead, laying on the ground, suffering, you guys were standing over him taking pictures. Hmm. And all this time, I thought it was so cold and malicious to try and accept that my brother was laying on the ground dying by himself. But it wasn't even that malicious. It was worse. He was laying on the ground dying, and y'all was standing over him taking pictures. I wish all of y'all was in the room with each other right now, looking at each other's faces. Like, how does she know? How does she know? But God. You hear me? But God. Yes, you will know. You will know how I know. But you stood over him taking pictures. But God. Before I get off of here, I want to say to those of you that are feeling some kind of way, because you don't know our struggles, you don't know my pain, because you don't know my story. If I was your daughter, not that I'm looking for you to be proud of me, not that I'm even looking for you to understand, but I just want to say, if I was your daughter, if I was your child, you would care. You would be proud of me. If I was your sister, you would care. You would be proud of me. If I was your mother, same thing. So I'm trying. So for those of you who don't understand, look at your children. He was my brother. Look at your siblings. He was my nephew's father. He had kids. For those of you who did this, look at your children. Look at your spouses. Look at your siblings. And you be real with yourself and put yourself in my shoes. Would you not do what I'm doing too? to my family. I know this is hard, and I'm so, so sorry. But their truth hurts so much. And I'm just going to ask that you guys just keep praying. And I got a phone call today. And I know that you're looking at this. And I know that you want to have all the answers that I have. But I don't think y'all can handle it. And I don't want them to destroy our family any more than they already have. And I know that you don't understand why I won't just say it. Why I won't just give you everything. But just please know that I'm trying to do this as gentle as possible. Because I don't want anybody else to get lost behind this. You guys continue to pray for me. I'm not going to try and do what I was going to do tonight. I will share with you that tomorrow we will touch on a little bit about the ambush that was called on my family by prosecuting attorney Jeff Rogers at the prosecuting attorney's office in El Dorado. And we will also probably bring up some information in regards to the autopsy report. But I'm going to get off of here. And you guys be blessed, okay?